Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis-Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Here on 2nd and short. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy completion. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. It'll be a draw. Just buried it. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. They'll give it to him again. Powers through the defender. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now they'll try the right side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So LSU's offense will take the field for the 1st time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job on it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. To the air, it's Collins. Throws for the tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. LSU right back to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he reels it in. End inside the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score LSU 7, Mississippi State.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Handoff from the gun. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a...
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Bringing it back. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Florida State may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Doak Campbell Stadium every time. The Noles have been racking up road wins since the Bobby Bowden days, and they get another one today. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll give it on the counter. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Discards a man. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He'll pull it down and run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking for space. It's Durham. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare them.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. To the air, it's Collins. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Quarterback checking off. On second down, he's looking downfield. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, running back on the move. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll ride Davis here. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On the jet sweep, racing for the edge and the sticks. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today.
Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Snagged in the middle. It's Durham.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Collins. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Here's the give off the left side. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They'll run it to the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score LSU 28, Mississippi State.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Ripping through the defense. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. The back goes in motion. He'll start this drive firing. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, 2nd and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield.
But when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was big. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Oh, he wants it all. Brings it in down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. 1st down to start the drive after the break. On the run, it's Durham. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes a stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Into the creative space on 3rd and short with the wide receiver. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make a tackle.
He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
If you
want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball because it is a long. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Here comes the offense on second down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Unleashes one. Makes a connection. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They want to just keep throwing it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Durham. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Great move there. Touchdown LSU! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. You know what's great about rivalry games?